What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Kinda Grown podcast where we're technically all adults, but still Googling if a Red Bull and protein bar counts as a real meal. I'm your host, Nicholas Evans, and this is just episode one, so if it goes sideways, consider a warning. This episode is all about life, school, childhood chaos, gym stereotypes, roommates, and embarrassing moments. Just genuinely laughing at how little we actually know about adulthood. Basically, it's me talking to you like you're my slightly confused friend who just happened to click on this video. Yeah, you heard that right. Solo hosting. Just me, my thoughts, and my brain trying to sound smart while I talk about stupid stuff. If we're being real, that's what I normally do. Before we start, I'm going to get into why I'm doing this. I've created this podcast so I want to have a real, relatable conversation about everyday experiences, things people think about but don't always talk about. Just space to share stories, laugh at the awkward moments, explore ideas, and connect with others who feel the same way. I want it to be authentic, entertaining, and a place where listeners can feel like they're part of the conversation. Kinda Grown is a space to kick back and talk about the stuff that makes life entertaining. Funny fails, childhood memories, and the little truth that we all share. Just real talk, laughs, and stories you'll feel like you've lived yourself. A little more about myself. My name's Nicholas Evans. I'm a college student just trying to figure out this whole adulting thing. Laughing at life's awkward moments, sharing the weird stuff that happens to all of us, talking about the little lies we told ourselves as kids. Basically, this is my space to share stories, make fun of myself, and hopefully make you feel like you're not alone in all this messy, funny, kind of grown up stuff life throws at us. If you've ever embarrassed yourself in front of a mirror, lied about your homework, or just loved laughing at life, you're in the right place. It's going to be casual, funny, and a little messy. That's the fun part. For fair warning, I'm not holding back on these stories, so get ready to laugh and maybe cringe a little. Grab your coffee or headphones or whatever, and let's get into it. Life seems to enjoy humiliating me in public. I was heading into the store to pick up a few things this week. There was a lady in the aisle smiling at me. I waved at her and she waves back. I think cool, probably someone I know but don't remember. Then she walks right past me to the guy behind me and says hey to him. And she kind of gave me a side eye when she was walking past me. So yeah, that really made my day. Now I was just standing there waving at the deodorant like a lost mannequin. I try to play it off by pretending I'm stretching and everything. Little arms circles like yoga, but nobody buys it. Everyone's standing there judging me. But it's not like I'm already used to that. Later in that grocery store trip, I dropped my energy drink. Uh, I think by the checkouts, all of it leaks out. So that was great. Not like the grocery store experience was already terrible. Naturally, the person behind me laughs. I wave at them, acknowledging my public humiliation. But I needed that energy drink, so I went and bought another one before finishing my trip. It didn't matter how stupid I looked. I really needed that energy drink. It reminds me of this one time I used to work at our local mall. I used to work at this one kiosk, and the two owners, they were like family to us. And I used to make coffee drinks all the time, so I made them like some iced latte. And I was like halfway to the kiosk in the mall, and I stepped on something, and it was like a large tumbler full of the coffee drink, and it absolutely busted open and went everywhere in that mall. And she saw it, and she saw me zoom out of the mall, and she called me when I got out, and we were both just cracking up about it. She's probably watching this right now. I'll have to have those two on because they're some of the funniest people I've ever met. Along with the kiosk in the mall, we also used to run a food truck, and I think I have about a million stories with them and all the things we used to do. Some of them I cannot put on the internet, but I'll try to think of some. I'd have to talk to them about getting onto an episode and like making that a whole entire segment because there are so many stories and I just can't think of any right now if I'm being honest. Okay, my bad. Let me get back on track. Then another time this week when I was at school, I waved at someone across campus. I thought they were waving at me. Nope, they were waving at someone else entirely. I froze, smiled awkwardly, and walked away slowly, but it's not like I can walk fast anyways. I just tried to get in my car as fast as I could. We can definitely say humility achieved this week. Honestly, it was a week of small wins, big fails, and a lot of awkward, kind of grown moments. I know a lot of us go through. So if your week was messy, hilarious, or just plain weird, you're not alone. And hey, if you got a story like that, I want to hear it. Hit me up on socials or leave a comment. Life's too short not to laugh at ourselves. Switching gears a bit, I believe childhood was, gosh, if I could stop slipping up. Like I said, switching gears, childhood was basically a masterclass of believing the BS that your adults told you. Like one of the things my parents would say, if you make that face for too long, it'll get stuck like that. Another thing that my parents told me and my sister, what was it? If you cross your eyes too long, they'll stay that way forever. I spent hours trying to make sure I looked straight the whole time. Then there's the classic, if you sit too close to the TV, your eyes will pop out. I stayed as far away as I could. Me and my sister sit across the room just to watch whatever was new on Disney Channel. And my favorite, if you swallow watermelon seeds, a watermelon will grow in your stomach. I was paranoid every time I ate a slice, like I was carrying a tiny fruit farm inside me. Or the time I convinced myself I could turn invisible by holding my breath and standing still in the hallway. I thought this was top level spy stuff. Bonus, almost gave myself a panic attack because I stayed still too long. School itself was basically a sitcom, man. Feels like it. Teacher acting like you're on probation, saying, "Did you go to the bathroom before class?" Ma'am, 5 hours ago, I was dead asleep. Of fire drills during tests, especially. I remember during state testing, too, it used to be the most embarrassing thing to cough or sneeze during that. Everyone would look straight at you, and it sucked because once you were finished with your test, you were not allowed to leave. So there would always be that one kid that used all 3 or 4 hours. Nothing wrong with it, but I'd get it done in like an hour or so, and you'd have to stay there the whole time. But there is like one thing, I don't know what it is. I wouldn't say miss high school, or like not missing the work, but there is a part of high school I do miss. Transitioning. I'm very big into fitness and lifting. That's what I mainly do. But I hate going to the gym sometimes because when you're there, s- everyone's just got to be the main character and stuff. Some people are so annoying. There's the guys grunting like they're wrestling a bear on the bench press. The person carrying a gallon of water like a sacred relic. The mirror obsessive rotates machines without touching weight, just flexing. Mid-set selfies. Bro, you're lifting 135, not modeling for Vogue. The treadmill chatterers, talking to who? Please don't be me. People, people yelling one more rep like it's Shakespeare, bro. The weights are gonna revolt. When I'm at the gym, I hate being talked to, even if I know you do not speak to me. Focus on getting my reps in and listening to my music. That's enough chaos today. I just wanted to try it out, get on here, do like a test run. But I'm planning on uploading on Mondays, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Covered childhood lies, school trauma, gym clowns, embarrassing moments, expanded childhood stories too. Hope you enjoyed the weird stuff I actually believed as a kid. If you laughed even once, congrats. You're officially part of the club. Next episode, I'll dive deeper. I'm going to try to go for 45 minutes to an hour or so. I'm Nicholas Evans. This is Kind of Grown and Stay Semi Responsible, Almost Adults. Talk to y'all in the next one. Peace.